crabs. Wow. Crabs are a food delicacy. Generally, crabs are a food delicacy, uh, and they mostly end up in dinner plates. That is how we view crabs, as one of the most famous seafoods. However, the crabs in the wild are what I am out for. The crabs on the beach can be monstrous, can be small, they can be anything. Welcome to Goa, and to, and we will be learning about crabs biology in two Goan beaches, Palolim today night and our local hotel beach tomorrow. So join us as we see the peak crab behavior. Crabs live in burrows or holes, and some, like these, can be huge, depending on the size of the crab. Our first crab sighting was this crab getting swept away by the waves. Next, we saw a crab cleaning its hole. It was a behavior that we didn't expect to see. I kept waiting for the crabs to come out and they throw a grain of sand. Yes, the crabs are so small that they can only throw a grain of sand. These are juvenile crabs, and it's peeking out of its hole, throwing sand and going back into it. This behavior is something that I didn't expect it. It was beautiful. It was beautiful indeed. It was throwing a grain of sand and at a time. It is a beautiful sight which we did not expect. They do this because their holes get extremely dirty, which is not good enough for them. So they have to do this on their own. Another crab was also doing the same thing. These juveniles surely know a lot. It is a beautiful sight. To see this, and I personally had never known about this behavior before. Oh, and this crab was surely shy. But in its work, it was so focused that it probably didn't notice me. Throwing grain of sand and is surely a lot of work for it to do in one day. But well, it takes a really long time to clean up the entire hole. And the crabs just invade into other crabs' holes as well, as they don't remember which hole is theirs and which hole is others. And that's surely not at the back of their mind when they are evading predators. They have some really weird ways of defense against predators. Then, as we were calling it a wrap on Palolem beach, we found this monster crab on the prowl. It ran to someone who picked it up, and here is where I show the first defense. Claws. They pinch with those claws hard. They can also declaw injured claws as well. And they also have speed by their side. Next, we saw yet another crab They come out during these big crabs come out mostly during the evening. And this was also a surprise to us. They were moving. They are moving along. Well, they also have fantastic eyesight as they have quite big eyes. They also are extremely fast creatures, and then and huge. I advise you not to disturb crabs as they can give you a pretty good and strong pinch. It cannot take off a finger, but it's strong enough. To start off the next day, we saw a school of fish. Welcome to our local hotel beach. Last night we were at Palolim. We got amazing crabs, and today we are at our local beach in our hotel named Lalit, called Rajbaga, and we are searching for more crabs. There are tons of holes out here, meaning lots of crabs. Crabs have quick reflexes, and as soon as they see danger, they just run into a hole just like this. Yes, and here is the demonstration of the sheer speed that crabs have. They also have camouflage by their side as they match the color of the sand, and they only are visible when they move. So it was a little difficult in finding crabs, but they were moving all along. Crabs are a part of the family of crustaceans, which also includes crayfish, lobsters, and shrimp. And of course, are one of our favorite delicacies. However, crabs in the wild fill our hearts more than they do when eating. Of course, I'm not offending anyone who eats them, but I'm just saying your heart will be filled even more seeing these crabs on the beach living happily. Crabs, like all other crustaceans, have 10 legs. The front two are used as claws, as gripping prey and pinching enemies. The rest of the 8 are used for walking. Pretty magnificent, isn't it? The crabs are very difficult to notice, and they zoom into the nearest holes extremely quickly, as you see. The crabs you see here are juveniles, who are fast. Crabs live on land and water and in all oceans. They can swim and they can walk. Crabs are truly fascinating creatures and are more than just delicacies. So, what did we learn? We have learned that crabs are much more than you thought they are, not just delicacies. And for sure, they have a good taste. But seeing crabs in the wild will fill your heart even more. We saw amazing crab behavior, monstrous crabs. We learned a lot about crabs. So, hope you enjoyed this video, and we will see you in the next episode of Abeer and Animals. Till then,